Hi, this is TapCat, and welcome back to Marvel's Midnight Suns. Ray and I were all set to record our latest mission, but the DLC dropped today, and so, upon coming to the mirror table, this is the message that was waiting for me. I don't know how I can resist that. Oh, I see. It's in New York City. Okay, well, we're going to go on the Man of Culture mission. So I have to bring the hunter, of course, and Deadpool will be part of our group. What does this say? Mercenary, mutant, midnight sun. A new supernatural threat is rising. Who better to face it than... Okay, well, anyone other than Deadpool. Still, he is handy in a fight. And he might have leads we could use. Making contact is a priority.
New York? Is there a problem? Another one?
Central's picking up some unusual activity at the New York Museum of Art. Looks like a break-in. It's all stolen artwork, recently recovered from the personal collection of... Deadpool?
That Harlequin is an art thief?
No. Red Skull is the art thief. Deadpool is more of a... kind of like... You really need to see for yourself.
You really need to see for yourself is probably the best description that one could give. Oh, it's just us. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Has there been another mission like that? I can't think of one where it's just two. Other than the challenge missions where it's just one. I can't think of any that didn't stick to the standard template of 3 heroes.
Are you sitting in with Carol?
Oh, no. Not if Deadpool's involved.
You cannot...
Why you gotta hate on Deadpool now? He's not so bad deep down.
Any intel on our museum thief? Let me guess. Captain Mayo in the archives with a candlestick.
Hydra Mystic in the warehouse. No candles. Whatever Hydra is looking for, it seems they have yet to find it.
Just don't let them find you.
You the new guy?
Huh?
Sorry, the new fully customizable, heroically upgradable monster masher? Wisecracking anti-hero, merc, very occasional hero, whatever. I'm adaptable. Spin me off, it's a big franchise.
Stop talking.
Are you here for the statue too?
What statue?
The one my very mysterious and very scary client from somewhere in very Eastern Europe wants me to steal back from the guy who stole it from him? It's the Circle of Crime.
That one?
Well, Jimmy, my frickin' chungus. Yeah, that one. Hands up and pants down, ladies and gents. This is a robbery. I'm sorry, have we met? Aren't you... Sloth? No, Sylvia. Cindy?
Please kill him.
Sin! That's it, of course, Sin. Granddaughter of Redhead. Skull. Skell. Whatever.
No.
We never seem to have much luck with these stealth approaches.
I have yet to participate in one that was actually quiet.
Quiet is boring.
Okay,
I'm almost
so that's
never quiet,
straightforward
and
enough.
Things go not terrible for me sometimes.
Try not to get wiped out by Hydra flunkies while you're mouthing off.
Not dying is actually
Death
a key
from
part of my
above.
strategy.
Pain Pinata. Damage each enemy in an area. Okay, well, I want my resist here. I'll do this to take advantage of knockback. Now, we'll get Deadpool at least one quick kill here. Okay.
Don't worry, they're just sleeping.
Indeed. They're rubber bullets. They subdue. So I see, in Fuego, as we get KOs, it'll up the damage. My question is, well, it should say, okay, it'll stay as long as I haven't taken damage from an attack. And it, oh, this guy is kind of, okay, well, it is what it is. Not enough. Well, I tell you what, let me soften one of these guys up. Yeah, you know what? I'd rather do it this way.
I saw a move like that.
I want a second resist. So we made a decent start, and I have one more card play. How big is the area? Not big enough. That's okay, though. This is, oh, I see. As you build this, they call it in Fuego. It's a kill streak of sorts. Not really a streak, but kill count or KO count. Excuse me. You're increasing the area, not the damage. This is an interesting mechanism. I kind of like it. Unfortunately, I don't know. Is this really worth 2 heroism? Because I feel like it's not. I'd rather just redraw here. I mean, this is more damage, even if it's not amazing at this moment. Do I want to do something like this? At least get a start on him? I'll just do it. It's, you know, again, it's nothing amazing, but...
I see not much has changed among the world's fanatics.
Hey, can I do this? Yeah, and I won't even hurt myself. Sweet. I don't have an easy way of getting any more damage, so that's fine. Here's where his En Fuego drops back to 0. Well, not inappropriately, at least.
I'd love to hear who hired you to steal that artifact if you're feeling chatty, and I know you are.
Wait, you are the usual lady in my ear.
Carol Danvers?
Why is that name so familiar?
I'm Captain Marvel.
Ah, it's finally happening.
Always happy to meet my fans.
Can I do anything to do more damage to him? This. Well, then I'll just leave one minion alive. I mean, I'm way more worried about this idiot, the guy with the shield. And this, knocking the front guy into him does way more damage, so
We'll make this quick.
I'm down. one more play. I'm happy to use the collar. So that brings him back.
Lilith had the highest of standards for her minions.
And I would love to get this going, but boy, I need a lot of heroism for that. So I can't actually do anything with him at this moment. I need heroism.
The advantage is mine.
Well, yeah, I can't. So let's just do this. Clear out another one. I build up another resist. I mean, basically, I don't think he's going to take damage for this whole mission. I have 2 and only 1 guy is targeting me. Assuming I don't take him out this turn, and I'm actually going to stack another resist.
Lilith herself could not best me. What makes you think you will fare any better?
So, part of me wants to take this guy out, but let's be real, like, it doesn't really matter. I actually think it makes way more sense to just work this guy. Do we want to use something else here? He can't get that. Yeah, you know what? Let's just keep building heroism. And normally I go for KOs, but I feel like in this instance, there's no point. The guy's going to attack me. I'm going to resist the attack. It just means literally nothing. I would much rather, you know, minimize the number of attacks I'm going to take from this clown. I don't know. I'm going to get rid of this. I'm super unimpressed with it. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I don't know. If a bunch of guys come out with like minions and stuff, you know, I could wipe them out for 2 heroism. They're kind of spread out, so. Are any of these guys? Yep, they are in fact all minions.
This could have been dangerous.
This internet seems like nothing but trouble.
Let me see.
But there are so many adorable puppy videos. Not to mention all the not safe for work stuff.
What is...
Don't even ask, Hunter.
That truly is best.
I can take a look at his combos, even if the damage is just horrendously wasted on this guy. This is like the least efficient thing I could possibly do. But that doesn't mean it isn't fun. So there's no difference between these two. Let's just do it. Let's see what it looks like.
Remove is one.
Why not? Not bad.
I always wanted a sidekick.
Well, let's try to build some Enfuego. Actually, I don't think it's going to matter because I think we're just going to take out the last guy and that's going to be the end of the mission. That's okay. This is a really easy mission.
Expected, but at least he can fight.
I had read in the patch notes that you have to complete... Oh, brother.
Step away from the artifact.
Click.
Did you just say click?
Yes, I did. For emphasis. Now hand over the statue.
Fool. Do you know what?
Monologue-free zone here. It's in my contract. Sorry. Now, respect the click and hand over the... Whoa. Big click energy. I like it. Want to help me kill some Nazis?
Hydra aren't Nazis.
Potato frittata.
What they have outlives their usefulness to me.
Vampires.
See? I had your back.
Right. Where is Sin? And the statue?
The level designer says she went that way.
Why betray her own people?
Maybe she appreciates a plot twist? You first. Is this a mole man thing? Please let this be a mole man thing. Cause you know I'm the biggest mole man fan. Uh-oh.
It ain't the mole man. Vampire attacks can infect hero cards, conferring bleeding on the hero when the card is played. Vampire minions can go stronger when a hero suffers bleeding damage.
It would seem Hydra and their mistress have escaped with the artifact.
Is this like one of those
Interesting.
monkey's paw things? I say mole man, and the universe gives us off-brand vampires?
They're vampires with a Y. It's a whole... Don't ask.
Wasn't gonna. So, is there some special way to dust these critters?
Beat them before they eat you?
Bet you can't guess how many times I've heard that. Let that be a lesson to you, evildoer!
Okay. Trying to figure out how to inflict maximum casualties here. So I could take 2 more minions out, which is great, but holy crap, there's so many of these guys. So let's say I do this. Great. I have 2 card plays left, but almost everything in my hand is going to use heroic. I'm going to discard this, or redraw this rather. I don't... Okay. I'm good with this. I could use another attack.
The power of the light.
Okay, and quick shot's great, because there's a million of these jackasses. And so, sure, I'll get rid of another minion. Okay.
I am really
Wish I had
getting
more.
good at that.
I can take out, you know, any one of the elites. That's not an issue. This isn't a bad move. I mean, I get rid of 1 minion. I don't know how much good wounding him does me, but like I could use Wild Strike on this guy. I don't have, you know, enough heroism to just go to town on these guys, unfortunately. All right. I think I'll do this. Does it matter? Oh yeah, this is better because I'm going to hit 2 elites. Okay. Let's do this.
You had your chance to escape.
Okay. And I need to remember I have a shove coming too, although I don't really have a great angle on anybody at the moment. If I do something like this, though, if I use any other environmental attacks, I can't use this. And that seems pretty terrible to me. I think taking out or really hurting 2 of these guys, it just makes too much sense. This would also give me that angle that I want to shove these 2 into each other. I'm good with this. Let's do it.
Your time has come. Blade told me to mention your mother.
So sadly, I am all out of heroism, but that guy's not wounded. Grr. That's all right. It's 1 down. And of course, we'll beat the crap out of the other guy. And I still have Wild Strike. So, easy kill. Easy kill. It's just, unfortunately, it's not going to be easy for me to run the table here.
You were too weak.
And I really want to avoid the stupid bleed crap.
Your mother abandoned you.
So, as much as it pains me, I got 2 ways I can go here. I can redraw this. If only I could have just... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I can. Alright, I have my solution. Now, I can't swear this is going to work. But I'm going to use heal, and this gives him resist. Now, that may keep him from getting bleed. But I suspect it won't, because bleed is a status. It just depends whether it's triggered by him taking damage specifically. We will see. But I have really done all I can. I'm going to keep this, at least for now. And I'm definitely keeping this. So, you get your shot, vampire. Okay, it worked. Now, the question is... Oh my gosh. Okay, we got a new ability.
Aren't these things his cousins?
Draw
No
2
relation,
cards.
as far as I know.
Word of advice: never suggest Blade is like other vampires.
And then, en fuego means I get another card for every guy that I take out. Okay. I'm 1 away from being able to cast Blade Storm. And I mean, this is my problem with this thing, is that I just don't know that I can possibly make it good enough to make up for not using, even though it costs twice as much, it's just 10 times better. So there's only the 1 elite? Wow, what a massive waste of a Wild Strike. But I gotta do what I gotta do, man. So now all we have left are the soap bubbles. And you know what I'm really tempted to do? Yeah, I mean, 1 shove and I take 2 of them out. That's too good. I gotta do it. Got to do it. Now, sadly, I don't know. Oh, come on now, don't. That's it, boys.
I had hoped for a challenge.
Got the quad. I guess I'm not
These
exactly
vampires are a problem.
showcasing
At least we know how to handle
Deadpool as
them.
much as I could. Sorry. Is that the end of the mission? No. Well, we'll see.
Without that statue, not even a sparkly hole can cheer me up.
Is this about your very scary client again?
When he finds out how royally I botched this mission, or worse, when he finds me, I'll be...
Deader, Pool?
There it is! You go, new guy! And by that, I still obviously mean the new fully customizable...
Come back with us to the Abbey.
No.
The magical wards will protect you.
No. Hell no.
You can hide there. Help us track down Sin.
No!
Fight off the vampire infestation.
If you insist. Look, Ma, I'm gonna be DLC!
I like it. Alright. Well, we get 2 epic blueprints. That's pretty good. Deadpool Assassin. Alright. The second half of that, it's definitely a more interesting challenge. What I started to say earlier is that this mission was, you have to finish the very first, when you recruit Spider-Man. Let me put it that way. So it's very early. You know, it's about 4 hours or 3 hours, 4 hours into the game. And you have to complete that to run this. So, I mean, they can't tune the mission for someone who's built up their decks and everything like we have late if they expect you to do the damn thing that early in the game. They'll level up the enemies and stuff, but it's pretty clear, you know. And that second half, I was trying to play it as I want to take 0 damage because I didn't want to deal with bleed. So it wouldn't, you know, if you didn't stress about that, it wouldn't be so bad.
Up on an old lady like that.
Anyway, let's talk to Caretaker.
Hey, kiddo. Almost time for the meeting.
I'm ready.
All right, it's not far from here.
I had forgotten. Agatha, anything to say?
Hello, my dear.
What are you doing here?
Whenever Sarah was this nervous, I used to keep close. A look, a smile, a touch on the shoulder. It always helped. I can't do that now, of course, but death can't stop me from watching over her.
Why would she be nervous?
I don't know. I think I'll stay and find out.
Okay, I'm not going to make the rounds and talk to every single person. I will pet Charlie though.
Nothing. I have a feeling about the meeting.
You think she's announcing a team barbecue?
Not exactly.
Cool. Whoa.
I hear we have a new housemate.
Everyone's here. I should begin.
You sound like you are hesitating.
That's because I am. I could use a moment to collect my thoughts.
Take your time. I will catch up with the others.
Thank you. It won't be long.
All right, we'll talk to. Let me see.
Drinks.
Let's.
I brought soap poppers.
I can't talk to
if you
him.
want some.
Can I talk to Steve?
Those are vile.
Oh God! Please let me.
What
No.
the hell? I'll have a few.
The problem is because those guys are talking, it blocks it.
Bringing Deadpool into the...
Okay.
What a waste of my evening.
You know what this is about?
No, but it will be a waste. I am certain.
Sorry, Ray. It's okay. Okay. Can we please get on with this?
All right. I'm ready.
We are all ready to hear what you have to say.
Time to tear off the bandage. Thank you all for coming. Truthfully, I wasn't sure everyone would. And that's why we're meeting. The Hunter and I are working to stop Lilith and her master, Chthon. I'm not certain about the rest of you.
We're in this to the end.
Are you? I see petty rivals more concerned with scoring points off one another than stopping the mother of demons.
Whoa there, if anyone isn't pulling their weight, it's the Midnight Suns.
And if anyone's doing their own thing, it's the Avengers.
And the ringleaders prove my point. but I speak only for myself. So, I ask the hunter, who is responsible for the dysfunctional state in which we find ourselves?
Every one of us bears responsibility for our failure.
Hey, I just got here.
Except for Logan.
I'm sorry. I'll try to do better.
And Parker. He is fine.
Oh, okay.
But the rest of us spend our time at odds. We have accomplished next to nothing since my return. Unless you count losing ground to my mother.
She will destroy everything you know, pollute all you love. In this, she and her followers are unified. To serve Lilith is to serve Chthon. If you don't pull the same direction, if you'd rather fight each other, we've already lost.
Look, the Midnight Suns are unproven. I will grant that they have potential, but we can't trust an apocalyptic threat to the Halloween teens.
We're all in our 20s.
Could have fooled me.
See? The Avengers underestimate their allies. You think they'll do otherwise for the Mother of Demons? If they're in charge, we lose.
You're both right. The only one who can lead us to victory is the Hunter.
Huh.
That's our Steve.
What do you say, Hunter? Are you willing to lead us against your own mother?
Only if everyone wants me to do it.
I can only speak for myself, but you already convinced me.
Just like that?
It's a heavy responsibility. I wanted to hear you say you're willing to bear it. We're your team, Hunter. Tell us how you plan to lead us.
I will bring the team together. As Caretaker said, we need to pull in the same direction. The bickering ends today. We have one goal. Everything else is a distraction.
Highly inspirational, boss, but let's get down to vibranium tax. We're all equal here, and it's obvious my team is first among equals. Look, there's no question these kids have heart. We can't do any of this without them. But this isn't our first apocalypse, and experience beats heart any day of the week. Boss, I need to know where we stand on this.
I can guarantee nothing for the Avengers but the toughest battle they have ever encountered.
We try not to rank them. It's more of an above a certain threshold kind of thing.
Then I guarantee a life above the threshold until Lilith is back in hell.
We can get behind that, right, Tony?
Sure.
We are all equals here. There is no first among us. We do this as one, or not at all.
Not to interrupt this feel-good moment, but what about us? It's no secret we were sidelined when Tony and the others showed up. Caretaker built our team to face this threat, but we've been pushed aside. I need to know that ends here.
There is no future where the Midnight Suns miss the fight.
That's all we needed to hear.
You need to hear more than that. So does everyone here. Nico, Blade, Ileana, and Robbie may have been here first. But now? We are all the Midnight Suns. When every one of us believes that, we will be ready to face my mother.
That's enough for tonight. I want all of you to reflect on what we said. If you'll excuse me, I need a moment with the Hunter. So that's it. We did what we could. Let's hope it works.
I still do not see the point of all this.
They're finally thinking of something other than themselves. That was the point.
That is all I needed.
Tonight, we pulled the plunger and set the ball rolling. The rest is gravity and the occasional nudge.
Is that a pinball reference?
In the 70s, Agatha insisted I pick up a hobby. I won a few tournaments.
Why do I know about pinball?
Hey, Ray.
Perhaps it's the universe telling you to challenge me when this is all done?
Think I could take you?
No, you drain faster than bathwater.
Ebony? Well, 3 abilities I don't want, but I'll take Morningstar. Hey, Ray. What's
I
up?
don't know about you guys, but that fired me up.
All right, Ebony, where are you?
You get excited when people yell at you? No, I mean the hunter taking charge.
I don't need to see all these people.
I thought you wanted to be in charge.
I wanted anyone in charge.
Yeah, who wants to talk to humans when there's a cat around, huh, Ray?
Not Charlie. She gutted one, then rolled around in the dust.
I can't get at the keyboard, baby.
I've never seen Blade so annoyed.
Okay, little one. Unfortunately, I heard Ebony, but I don't.
Hunter,
I don't see her. I heard her purr there towards the end of that exchange. Ray, you are just determined not to let me play, aren't you, honey? There, you wanna come in for landing? There you go. There you go. All right. We'll talk to Magic. That's kind of the perfect bookend.
I could have brought popcorn.
For the team?
No, to watch you turn the Abbey upside down and shake it like tambourines. You were more entertaining than anything I could have done tonight. Next time, I'll bring popcorn.
All right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just cannot spend the next 20 minutes going through and talking to all these guys. I'll talk to Captain America.
I didn't come here planning to put you on the spot, but that's how it turned out.
You really think I can do this?
I know you can do this, and you have a great team ready for you to lead them. So let's get started.
Okay. I think we can just go.
Did you plan this with Caretaker?
Nope, it was off the cuff.
Oh, and she's fine.
I should have told you about Agatha.
Stop. We've known each other too long for this.
What?
Thanks, Hunter. You're literally a lifesaver. I'll just lie low until my job is done.
Does your job always require you to steal art?
That's what the client wants, sure. Most of the time it's making people sleep forever. The forbidden nap, if you will. Mercenary work is a grab bag of awful stuff, and it rules.
That kind of work sounds less than ideal.
Why? Because I unalive people on a contractual basis, and you do it for the good of humanity? The only difference between us is that I get paid. I got a lollipop as a tip once. That was sweet.
I take no joy in it.
Probably because no one's making it rain on you. Real game changer, I'm telling you.
I did not know stealing a statue would get so,
Exciting? Neither did I. That's part of the fun.
Can you tell me more about the statue?
Do I look like some sort of artsy-fartsy hipster to you?
I am wondering why it was important to you.
Because looking at it made me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
If your client was paying you to steal the statue, it must be valuable.
I'm not some TV game show host with a fabulous mustache. I don't get paid to ask questions.
That does not sound very smart.
Hey, I'll have you know my IQ is average.
So, you will not tell me who you work for?
Not unless I want to be on the receiving end of his punishment. Normally, I'd be into that, but he's too scary.
Scary how?
So scary that I took a magical portal to a stranger's house in order to stay away from him.
You are welcome to stay at the Abbey for as long as you need.
I'm gonna leave a Deadpool-sized impression on the couch. That's where I'm headed, unless you still want my attention.
Enjoy your couch time. We will talk later.
Stringing me along? How cruel.
Okay.
I sincerely hope I won't need to repeat myself after tonight.
Let's get some sleep. If I can pet Charlie one more time, I'll do that. But it... Yep, there she is.
Good girl, Charlie.
Alright, let's go to bed. I'm curious to see if there's a story mission for Deadpool available again so soon, or if we'll have to wait a bit. Because I know there's more than one story mission. At least I believe there is. Okay.
Wow, the books in this place are something else. Did you know that there is an entire section about spiders and the occult?
Peter, I am sorry you have to find out this way, but I guess it is time we talked.
You're not afraid of spiders, are you?
Terribly.
But you're Hunter. The Hunter. You're not afraid of anything.
I am a complicated being.
Huh. Is the legs? The crawling? The knowledge that the entire spider population can eat all of humanity in a year given the chance? Or is it because there is one just 6 inches away from you right now?
What? Where?
Just kidding. It's me. Actually, all this reading got me thinking, and there is something I wanted to run by you. With my spider roots, and the spiders being so occult adjacent, apparently, who knew, I can maybe be a good fit for the Midnight Suns. I'm not asking you to pull any strings for me or anything like that. I just want your honest opinion as a friend. Do you think I'd make a good candidate?
For now, you should focus on being the best you can be in every situation. And when this is all over, we can talk about your future.
Of course, of course. Either way, I would like a chance to prove myself first. Don't want anyone to say that you're giving me any special treatment.
Well, I am sure you can figure out how to make that happen.
One last question.
Yes?
If I read these books here, I'm not summoning any demons or evil spirits, right?
Have you been reading them aloud?
No?
Do not open your door to any knock that sounds unnatural or inhuman, and you should be fine.
No inhuman knocks. Got it.
Okay. I'm gonna wait on that one. A lot of talking since we got back. I'd like to do some stuff.
Hey, can I ask a favor?
So I can either get an epic ability. Well, I wouldn't mind another copy of Wrath. So let's do that.
Thanks, Hunter.
Wow. That's crazy. Unlike most of the heroes, the Hunter has, you know, a number of epics. So the odds of just sort of calling my shot like that, that's crazy.
What have you got for me, boss? Sometimes, I even impress myself.
Taunt. Okay. So I can upgrade. I went from just having one upgraded copy to now I can have 2 upgraded copies. That's pretty crazy. Oh, his food truck. Yep, Deadpool's, I mean. Can we do this? No, I have to craft an epic Ghost Rider ability. Wait, I thought I could do it. Oh, I have to do another Deadpool mission. Okay. That's fine. Let me see what Cap has to say. I do this every time I go into the hero. I don't know why. I know better. Doesn't even see my shield. More importantly, why did it snow last night in the Abbey's back 9? If you know where my shield is, please share. Magic said she missed sledding, and Nico twirled her staff and said she could make it happen. We left a sticky note. Hey, Ray. You gonna go back up on the desk? You gonna go back up on the desk? Okay. Alright. Okay. Have a little more freedom of movement now. Let's go to the yard.
Nice to get some fresh air. Hardly any cobwebs or ghosts out here.
Plus 10 strength. Oh man, who was it? There was somebody very recently that I was like, damn, they need more knockback. Was it? I feel like it was Nico, but I can't think of a knockback ability. You know, I'm not going to worry about it. Iron Man certainly uses it. He certainly uses it. I'm just going to go ahead and give it to him because it's like the Winds of Tomb. The only thing it's good for is knockback. It doesn't have any damage except for that. So if you're not leaning into that, I mean, why do you have it?
Ready to work?
Okay, let's upgrade Wrath.
New and improved.
Beautiful. I need to think about whether I'm going to equip that at this time. I need to... Yeah, see, like, do I want to lose Holy Burst? I don't think I do. There's this weird thing. I almost want to record a whole video on this topic. My ultimate deck, if I follow a pattern similar to what I've done with my original campaign, would be to replace Holy Burst with Wrath. But here's the thing. Holy Burst is such a great utility card because it's both an attack and a heal. And an AoE of each, by the way. Now, most people, when they really get an optimized deck, they don't use heals and they don't use stuff like Holy Burst because you're just such a wrecking ball, you don't need it. My problem is because we don't really have our mods set up well, because it costs a frickin' fortune to do it, it makes it awkward. So, like, if you get rid of all your heals, but you're not taking guys out fast enough, it's not necessarily a good thing. Deadpool wanted to talk to me, didn't he? All right, let's do this.
Blade said...
Did you sleep well?
Oh, sure. I can pass out just about anywhere.
Well, I hope the Abbey starts to feel like home for you soon.
You know what they say? Home is where the unresolved childhood trauma is. I'm sure you've got plenty of that.
Everyone has scars from their youth. I am no different.
Being here doesn't cause you to, oh, I don't know, dissociate?
What is that?
When you take a break from reality and shut the brain off. You should try it sometime.
No. Despite some unpleasant memories, I am still quite fond of the Abbey.
Ooh, someone should really write a case study about you. don't worry about me. I love weird. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to explore all of the Abbey's nooks and crannies in great detail.
Okay. Contact the caretaker.
There you are, Hunter. Please join me when you have a moment. I insist.
Well, if you'll shut up, I will. Okay.
What do you think of Logan?
It's good to have him here again. He's always been a trusted friend.
I can see that. He seems to be a man of good character, despite the claws.
Always thought his claws were his best feature. They protected us, Agatha and I. Could even say they saved our lives. It must have been, what, 1985? 84? I remember because Agatha crimped her hair and shoulder pads had cast some strange spell over my wardrobe. We looked quite ridiculous, but we were happy. Well, happy until a rather disturbed coven of witches by the name of the Salem Seven invaded our home.
That must have been terrifying.
It was. But what was even worse was that they were Agatha's own grandchildren by her son Nicholas Scratch.
They tried to kidnap their grandmother?
They felt she had betrayed which kind by choosing to live among humans, and came to drag her back to New Salem by force. Logan was staying with us when they invaded our home. He hid us in a secret passage and refused to tell them where we were. He kept our secret and fought them off long enough for Agatha to invoke a banishing spell. Without him, they would have surely kidnapped her. Or maybe worse.
If it came down to it, I am sure you would have prevented Agatha from being taken.
I'm not so sure about that. 7 witches are a lot to fend off. I would have been outnumbered, just like I am now. Speaking of dysfunctional dynamics, I do trust you, you know, even though I don't always show it.
I know.
Even though you don't always show it?
Something like that.
Common ground. Who would have thought?
Where in the hell are you?
Paragon collar is now available. What does that do again? The next light card is free. Yeah, I'm not equipping this because I only have a few light cards in my deck. And playing 5 is a really tall order. Let me see. That's 2. That's it. So I probably would never get to use it. Someone pointed out, and quite correctly, that I have a not as severe, but a similar issue with this, which is that I have several. So this is kind of confusing. It says play 3 power cards in order to trigger this. Well, these are all powers, so you think, oh, you know, they all count. That's not true. In the vernacular of the game, a power card means that it is neither light nor dark. So in this case, Holy Burst is disqualified, Heal is disqualified, and my 2 Wild Strikes are disqualified. So I have 4 power cards in my deck. So it is good. I still get usually at least 2 free, triggers and 4 extra cards as a result of that. Sometimes more. But it's not as good as it would be if my deck was nothing but power cards. The problem is Wild Strike's too damn good. I'm not getting rid of that. Holy Burst I'll probably get rid of at some point. But not in the immediate future, I don't think. At any rate, can we look at the mission board? After roughly 5 hours dealing with various conversations, do they have another Deadpool mission? they do, but I'm not allowed to do it yet. They're following the customary pattern. You have to do story mission, other. Story mission, other. I'm kind of grateful for that. Let's try to build up some credits here for a little bit. I'd like to get enough and then see if I can really start trying to refine some of our mods, particularly for the hunter. We have some, don't get me wrong, we have some that are good. But just as an example, if I were able to get quick on my 2 wild strikes, that would be huge. Another thing, now I like being able to apply 1 resist, but I like being able to apply 1 strengthen even more. So that's another one I'd love to upgrade. Where in the hell are you, Blaze? And you know, there's others. Like Iron Man has some I really want to upgrade. So anyway, when we come back, sorry, I don't know why I went away from the mirror table. We will go, I think it's, yeah, with Captain Marvel, and we're going to try to get us some credits. But that's all for now. Thank you for watching. I hope we see you next time.